Hi, it's JJ. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another Clubhouse replay. I am sharing with you a room I did in either the Talking YouTube by vidIQ room, I believe that's where it was, on 10 ways to repurpose your YouTube shorts. So that was a really great room. So check this out here. Now, I hope you enjoy it. Again, this is a new series I'm doing where I'm sharing, repurposing my Clubhouse room by just sharing them on this channel, because this channel is now about Pinterest marketing and YouTube growth. And so YouTube Shorts are really popular now. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's like less than 60 seconds vertical content that lives on possibly this short shelf, a new theater. It's similar to TikTok. So take it away. The first way I want to say that you can repurpose your shorts is the way that's kind of like the biggest, and it's TikTok, obviously, because it seems like shorts essentially was not a riff off of TikTok, but it was YouTube's acknowledgement that short form vertical content is the wave of the future, because TikTok grew so fast. It existed. The predecessor to TikTok was this app called Musical.ly, a Chinese company called Beta, I forget the name of it, purchased it, and it just grew really fast, and they capitalized on the Zoomer Generation Z market. There's like, back then it was like, I guess 8 to, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, they're growing up, but the app has grown a lot with them. So that's what Shorts is. So the very first thing I would say, if you were to start your content creating it in Shorts and do the opposite, a lot of people start create the content in TikTok and then go to Shorts. However, the challenge of doing that is that Shorts has its idiosyncrasies regarding copyright. And with YouTube, you want to be really particular about not incurring too many copyright strikes for the extent that it may be damage you somehow, some way. So we'd be really cautious. So if we start our shorts in YouTube, we can make sure that we pick music that's already verified by YouTube. So it start there. Then you can take it from YouTube, and then and YouTube doesn't attach any logo watermark to it, does it?
No, not that I know.
Yeah. So the thing about TikTok, when you start in TikTok, you have to either in-app or using a third-party app strip the logo, because sometimes the apps like Instagram, I think YouTube kind of suggested it, say that they will penalize essentially by not necessarily promoting content that has watermarks from other apps. But YouTube, you have no watermark, I don't think. So if you start with YouTube Shorts and you have a watermark-free vertical video content, then you can take that to TikTok and then upload it fresh of any watermarks, and then also fresh of any concern about the copyrights. So that's the first way, is to do TikTok. TikTok search is getting better. YouTube is a better search engine, but TikTok is a great way to grow. We had last Friday, actually 1 o'clock, we had a room featuring Jade and Kyle, who have a really popular couples channel. And one of the things they mentioned about why they like TikTok is where they kind of popped off their popularity. They were able to dominate multi-platforms. After they started on YouTube, they went on TikTok, blew up on TikTok, then went to Instagram, came back to YouTube, and then went to Facebook. And they just have been just collecting coins all around. And the great thing about them is that they remain true, authentic, not uppity, and still, down to earth, and really relatable folks. One of the things that they were saying in the room last week was that why they like TikTok is the best place to grow if you're starting out, is that there's no pretension there. Everyone's a little more laid back and relaxed, and you can quickly find your tribe and thrive there and really explode growth. So the first place is TikTok. Why do you want to get the second one, or I can just keep going? I can do a second one. You do the third. Okay. All right. The second one I'll do is mine, is idea pins. I'm going to bounce from one of the most popular vertical video content formats to one of the least popular ones, but still, even though it's least popular, I think it's also I'm going to learn to talk slower. It's also underused, underutilized, underappreciated, is Pinterest. And the reason why I bring up Pinterest, for those of you guys don't know, I have a Pinterest marketing YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is focused on helping people learn how to set up their Pinterest account for business, learning how to market and promote their any content, anything that you have outside. So a podcast, an Etsy shop, a YouTube channel, a Shopify store, a blog, a podcast, something you have, or maybe a business, a coaching business, or maybe you have a website and you're selling things, or you just have a website and or a book, or anything that you're trying to promote you can use Pinterest for Business to help you market and promote it. So Pinterest is also recently hopping on the vertical video trend, has what's called idea pins. Essentially, it's 1 to 20 slides, but you can actually absolutely just take your one shorts that you create in YouTube and upload that straight into Pinterest with a click a plus button, and I just hit idea pins, and that's it. And then you get yourself a title. If you've done your research in advance, you can get some SEO, optimize your titles, tag it. I still got to do your thing. I'm gonna do it today. Add some music, well, you don't necessarily have to add music. Leave the music that you have on there, and then that's it. And then people will find it. And the reason why people will find it is because video content is sparse. It's what I call a video desert. So LinkedIn is another video desert. These are platforms that don't have a lot of people doing video. I wouldn't say Instagram is oversaturated, or I would not say uh, um, TikTok is oversaturated, but there's a lot of people, there's a lot of competition for the eyeballs for video content. However, if you were to do your same shorts that you did on YouTube and put it on Pinterest, you are automatically guaranteed going to get the eyeballs, not only of your potential viewers, but also brands, because people who work at brands are on Pinterest looking for ideas, looking for outfits, they're looking for DIY advice, or looking for recipes they want to make, or they want to plan a baby shower and they're looking for ideas, and they're pinning stuff, and they work at these brands. And when they see your YouTube video that you've uploaded, your YouTube shorts that you've uploaded idea pins, because it's come across their feed, they're going to be like, oh, and I've had that happen to me. When I first got on Pinterest, I was doing babies, sort of stuff like that, a brand, they found me and they emailed me. They said, oh, I was just on Pinterest for myself personally, and I saw your pin, and they contacted me because they said our brand does that. So we like to do a brand deal. So one of the earliest brand deals ever I got, because I just happened to be on Pinterest creating content, and the people who work at brands are on Pinterest. So that's the second way, is to use Pinterest, if you can, and you don't have to do any extra work. When I say any extra, you have to do nothing, zero. Just hit the plus button, hit the idea pin, put your title, and the same title from your YouTube channel. If you already did the SEO for your YouTube channel, use the same one, and you'll get some eyeballs and views. And I had it recently. Somebody just invited me, a brand invited me to the board. So the next thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go on your board. But the very next thing, I'm gonna tell them is like, would you like to enter a relationship where I pin things for your board and you pay me, or we have some sort of exchange or something like that? So they want to discover me if I wasn't purposeful about making sure my content that I do on YouTube also gets on Pinterest, because they're not going to find me on YouTube because they're not looking at YouTube, but they're on Pinterest. So that's the second one. And the back chat is popping. I see we got some comments in the back chat. Oh, shucks. Hey, hello. Is it a direct upload? Hey, Tiki, what's a direct upload? What is she asking? Hey, what's a direct upload? You can respond back. Oh, Tiki's gonna come up and explain. Sure, come on up. We're still doing our thing, but you can come up and say it audibly. Okay.
Why are they yelling?
Who's that?
Hey y'all, this is Howabunga from JJ's phone because it's giving me an echo and people can't hear me, so I'm just going to use her phone since we're sitting right next to each other. This is so weird, but yeah. Okay, so the next way you can repurpose your YouTube short is on one of my favorite apps outside of YouTube is Instagram. Yes, y'all probably already knew I was going to talk about Instagram. That is my baby. Actually, everything that JJ said about Pinterest, I would say basically the same thing for Instagram. The only difference is that Instagram has trending sounds, and you can tell these trending sounds by if you look at the bottom corner of the somebody's video. It'll have the sound and they'll have an arrow pointed up if it's trending. Whenever you see that, you want to save those sounds, music, or whatever you want to call it. And so if you're using something else on your YouTube shorts and it downloads that sound, I would use one of these trending sounds on Instagram and put over top of your video, because that would get more eyeballs on your Instagram reel. So you'll basically do the same thing, download the shorts to your phone and then upload it as a reels, and boom, that's it. Another way to get eyeballs, another way to for brands to notice you, another way for you to attract a new audience there. And like JJ was saying about Pinterest, it's the same way. There's people on Instagram that do not watch YouTube at all. Like a lot of my friends, like my original friends before I became an influencer in quotations, because I don't like to call myself an influencer, but before I became an influencer, they'll be like, oh, I don't watch YouTube. I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't even have a Gmail, stuff like that. But they watch me on Instagram. They interact with me on Instagram. They engage with me on Instagram. They like my reels, but they will never go over to YouTube to watch that same video. So taking that video that you publish on YouTube Shorts and put it on Reels is another great way to like repurpose without having to do any extra work other than changing the music, maybe adding a caption over it, maybe adding a voiceover over it, just to switch it up a little bit if you want to, but it's not a must. Another way I like to repurpose shorts on Instagram is to put them on stories. Sometimes you may not want to make that an actual reel, or it may not go with your flow or your aesthetic on Instagram, but you can still like chop it up or put it on your stories and make it some type of stories, or make it a poll or something like that, or just upload it as a regular video on Instagram as well, because you could upload longer videos on Instagram too outside of reels. So it's so many ways that you could repurpose it on Instagram, the platform itself. The one good really thing that I like about uploading on Reels is that you get some people. Do you have bonuses, JJ, on Instagram? Do you have that bonus feature? I don't think so. Oh, well, I think I'm thinking you have to have the 10,000 followers. Yeah, 10,000 followers. Yeah, or I don't know if it's invite only, but eventually you'll get bonuses with Reels, and as you upload your Reels, you earn money. So that, and you get paid like that following month for your reels that you upload, and it's amazing because it's like an extra bag. A bag as in money, I mean, it's an extra bag that you're literally just taking the video that you already published on another platform and putting it on this platform, and as you get views you get money for them. So I love that for us. So yeah, I would say that. And then do you want me to do Facebook? Yeah, sure. And then another one is Facebook. Oh my god, y'all, Facebook is coming for Instagram. Well, they're not coming for Instagram because they're basically the same thing, but they're coming for YouTube. They're coming for TikTok. They're coming for Snapchat. They're coming for everybody. That's one of those platforms similar to Pinterest, where the platform itself is hungry for creators and for that video creation, because there's a lot of people on Facebook that's absolutely not on Instagram, and absolutely not on YouTube, and definitely not on TikTok. It's a whole nother I don't know what it's even called. I was gonna say generation. I don't know, a whole nother spectrum of people over on Facebook that love video content. So I think right now, if you're a video creator, and you, especially if you do shorts on your YouTube video, you should definitely repurpose them to Facebook, because Facebook also have the bonus program just like Instagram, and you can make big money over there, and you could probably grow faster and make a name for yourself. So Facebook is basically in that early stages that YouTube once was in, right? Where all the creators was just coming on like, oh, what's, they just walk into this room, oh, what's this? Oh, create on here, I can upload videos. Oh, people watching. Oh, and then eventually I'm gonna make money. You know, is that just like how YouTube was? And then later on down the road, more and more people gonna realize there's a platform there, and realize that, oh, I could also be a creator there. But you want to get in now, where it's a very like you're gonna be one of the first creators on there, basically. So yeah, so I'm on there, and I know most of the time my videos that I upload, my reels that I upload does very well, because there's not a lot of creators on there. So Facebook is looking for people to push. So you definitely, if you're making the videos anyway, you can even make the other video, the vertical. Is it vertical? Long? Mm-hmm. Vertical. Okay, oh, not horizontal. Horizontal, yeah. You could also upload horizontal videos too. They won't be in the reels, but it'll still go under like the Facebook Watch category that still gets a lot of views and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I had. That was great. Oh, thank you.
I was excited. I'm just like, I can't wait till I get 10K so I can get so I can get another bag.
Yes, give me the bag, honey. Is this my sangria? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah. Tiki, you came up. Did I invite you? Did you come up and then you went back down? I think I invited you up,
Let me see.
but I'm not sure. So I'm not quite sure your question, but I did want to take a break and answer your question. So in the back channel, she says, "Are you talking about content and actually uploading it instead of pinning from a different site?" Yes. So traditionally on Pinterest, you guys who are aware of Pinterest probably know it's really about pinning static images or long, like a cover, like a YouTubers have like a YouTube channel cover or a banner, YouTube thumbnail. So on Pinterest, they prefer longer than like um 1040 by I forget the dimensions, but like two times longer than and then wide or three times longer than wide content. And you used to pin those with a graphic overlay explaining what's on the other side, and that'll go to your YouTube channel or that'll go to your blog or wherever it was. Pinterest is not necessarily promoting that. You guys I know how these social media platforms change up the priorities and their algorithms. So the Pinterest algorithms now have a preference for YouTube. I mean, for idea pins, which is a form of um, content on the platform, and because they're preferring that, if you pin a static image, is not necessarily going to get the same reach as if you were pin a video content. So they're going to put it even like I have 40,000 followers on Pinterest, but sometimes if I pin a static image, it's going to get like 0, 2, 3, 4, 5 views. Why do I have 40,000 followers and only 5, 6 people are looking at my pins? Because it's algorithmic versus like it used to be chronological, the way Instagram used to be, and the difference between algorithmic and chronological. If you don't know, chronological is anyone who follows you, and you pin something. Everyone who follows you would eventually get it. When they get on, the first thing they're going to see is everyone who they follow who pinned content. They're going to see all of their content. No preference. So algorithmic is if then that. So it's sort of like based on numerical, mathematical basis of what. And the apps know what they want to prioritize, what's going to go first. So if you do idea pin, you do a vertical pin, they're going to push that in front of the 40,000 people to follow me. If I do a static pin, it's going to go nowhere. So she did a static pin, it's going to sit right there in her creation, in her sent box. It's going to sit right there in that thing. When you do idea pins, they say, "Oh, these idea pins, we like idea pins. Here, let's send it to a little bit of her followers. Let's see if they engage it." This is how the algorithms work. And if the people follow me, like it, engage, comment, whatever, respond to it, then they'll send it to more people, then to more people, and then they'll start sending it to people who don't follow me, and they'll send it people out. That's how things go viral. But it always starts with you creating a type of content that the platform prefers. So when you create an idea pins, there is no link in idea pins. So you just take your YouTube video, hit the plus sign, hit the create idea pins, and then that's it. And then just go straight up. And then you hit next, and then you hit your type in your title. The next thing is you can pick some tags, and then the next thing is pick what board you want to put it on, and then you hit publish. That's it. There's no space for a link. You can actually put an affiliate link. I did a video on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna pin my next one. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna swap out Hawaii's vidIQ pin briefly because I'm gonna talk about the next way you can repurpose, which is through Twitter. So I'm pinning my links on how you can use YouTube. Oh, get more subs. Is that the right link? I put the wrong link on there. Duh. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. Okay, that's the wrong link. I pinned our room. Duh. So I'm gonna pin the I'm going to pin my YouTube video that I did when I showed you how to use Twitter to repurpose your YouTube video content. So I'm gonna pin that up there instead. And but yeah, so the whole point is that they prefer algorithmically a certain way of content. So on Pinterest, you have to do an idea pins in order to get in front of audiences. For the most part, you can get in front of people through SEO and static pins, but it's a longer haul because they're promoting idea pins. So and then one of my YouTube videos, I show you how to add a link. Like my recent YouTube video, I show you how to add an affiliate link to a Pinterest pin. But idea pins, no links because Pinterest wants you to stay on app. So there's not a Pinterest room, but Pinterest is now preferring people to stay on app. Where before it used to be the app where you use Pinterest to get people to your site because you could have all your links on there and then Pinterest would promote it widely. So Pinterest is no longer that platform. they're a new person. They've changed. You know, you type of relationship like, girl, you changed. Yes, I did. I am no longer your link magnet. I want you to stay with me, and I want you to see what I have to offer, and I want you to shop on my platform, and I don't want you to go anywhere. So that's Pinterest now. So they're promoting idea pins, not static pins that link out to another thing. If you do that, it's going to get zero reach. So that's the long answer because I'm long winded to answer your question from back channel from Tiki, but I did want to respond to people in back channel. And the back channels will be open. So I don't think you can actually contribute to the back channel after the room closes, but you can still scroll it. So be mindful of what you place on the back channel because if the replays are on, it lives on. The back channel also lives on in the replays. Okay, ask on stage, T. Okay, all right. So let me go to the next one, and if anyone wants a question, we can start bringing people up because we're wrapping up anyway. The next one is Twitter. I pinned a video that I did on how you can use Twitter to promote your YouTube video content. And so it's a way that a lot of people don't know how to use it. And the reason why Twitter is great is because the way people who do TikTok, like people who do TikTok content, their second platform of choice is usually Instagram. TikTokers and Instagrammers are usually on the same platform. Like people on TikTok, they're on Instagram. People on YouTube, their social media platform outside of YouTube is usually Twitter. So you may be saying to yourself, I'm not on Twitter, but there are a lot of YouTubers on Twitter. There's a lot of people from the YouTube community on Twitter. There's a lot of people who work at YouTube on Twitter. There's a lot of people who do brand deals, who give YouTubers brand deals. They're on Twitter. So you're not on Twitter. You want to get used to Twitter, get comfortable with Twitter because that's actually a platform that's really popular with YouTubers. So if you have content or YouTube video that you think like your audience on Twitter may like, in this video that I have pinned above, I show you how to use the Twitter for ads, which is you don't have to buy ads. You just have to create a business account. What that does, and I think there's a new way because I had a client, I created an account for her. She has Twitter media. I don't know how I say she had it, but if you open up a brand new Twitter account, they might give you access to Twitter media. So what that means is you can actually take your YouTube video and upload it and share it within the YouTube app, and so someone can watch your complete a teaser on YouTube, and then you can have a link to go to your full YouTube video, and they can watch your full YouTube video in the Twitter app without leaving the Twitter app. So some people aren't comfortable leaving Twitter to go to your video. They can watch it in app, and then if they like it, comment it, subscribe, whatever from there. So this video I've pinned up there shows you how to use Twitter to promote your YouTube video and how to repurpose content you created on Twitter, on Clubhouse. I mean, on YouTube onto Twitter. So that is the fifth quick recap since we've been here for 30 minutes. A quick recap is first one was TikTok. The second one was idea pins through Pinterest. The third way was Insta. The fourth was Facebook. The fifth was Twitter. I'm going to talk about emails. Do you do emails, Soa?
No.
Okay, I'll do quickly for emails. For those of you who do marketing, the sixth way is emails. You know that these social media platforms don't belong to you. At any given moment, it doesn't happen often, so I don't want to scare anyone. At any given moment, it's possible, and this has happened. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, who else? Pinterest, LinkedIn, all decide you violated their community standards, their community rules, or the terms of service, and they could just strip your content altogether. So what does that mean? Your 150,000 subscribers, followers that you've built up over the years, poof, they're all gone. You have no way of reaching out to them. So you might have heard here in other rooms and other spaces that it's a great idea to have some way of capturing people's emails. Now, if you have a blog or a website, that's great because you can have that pop up. A lot of times you guys go to a website and they'll pop up. And they'll be like, "Hey, get the deals. We'll let you know we have new deals, or we'll let you know we have good articles, or we're dropping all these new knowledge, or something new. Sign up to our email list, or hey, get the top 10 tools. It's a cheat sheet. Give us your email and you get these tools." So you see like a lead magnet. So it's easier to get people's emails if you own your own website or you own your own blog. Now, if you don't own your own website, own your blog, you can still get people's emails. You get them through your description box. So one way to repurpose your content is once you get people's emails, you can communicate with them. So if you have an email list where you communicate with people, that's an excellent way of getting, and I do this. I will take my latest YouTube video. So anyone who's signed up for my email list because you signed up for my YouTube growth checklist, which is in my bio. And I say, here's a growth checklist. Thank you for your email. And once a week, I'll email you my latest YouTube growth video. And so I can take my shorts content because it's short and sweet, and I can embed it in an email because it's only 1 minute. And so people can actually watch my shorts video inside an email, and that's going to give me another views and another eyeballs as they click through. That can get me, so that's another way to repurpose your content. So that was number 6. And the 7th and final way that we have is through when I mentioned a lead magnet. If you did a video that's awesome, that you went through the top 10 headphones. Samsung just came out and you gave your review, and you said, I dropped the reviews, I dropped basic tips, or I interviewed 3 other tech tubers about the latest Samsung, and this is what they had to say. And so I interviewed them. So your video, when you interviewed people, you can say, if you like access to this interview, it's not available on my YouTube channel. It's part of my membership. Only members of my membership get it. Or it's only exclusive to people in my Facebook group. But if you like this exclusive content, when I interview 5 other tech tubers about their opinion on the latest headphones before you make your decision, click here, get my email. So that's a lead magnet, something when you're exchanging something in exchange for the email. So kind of put the cart before the horse. But that is the reason why you want the emails again, is because if poof, YouTube takes away your channel, TikTok takes away your channel, Twitter shuts down your account, you have a way of communicating with your subscribers and letting them know what moves you're making next, what platform you're next. And then also, that's also great if you do brand deals. You can always have an add-on. So you want me to do 5 posts, 5 Insta stories. You want me to do a YouTube video. You want me to also do a tweet. But for an additional $300 on top of this package deal, I can also mention your product in my email list. So you have an email list, you can use that to add to your bag, add more coins, do a upsell to whatever brand deal you have negotiated, using the fact that you have these emails, and you get these emails through a link magnet. And just a quick bonus, I went into this woman's room recently. If you check my bio, you can actually go and listen to that room, because I got on stage and asked her a question. And the minute I got on stage and asked her a question, it automatically appears in my profile under rooms. Go to her room. Her name is Wendy. She talked about mini audio rooms. And so it was like she interviews different people and she used that as a link magnet. I think that's genius. So I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to do that so for repurposing, because I'm queen of repurposing. So check out that room after you leave this, or bookmark it to listen to it. And she does that. She does a deep dive and showing you how to repurpose, like a summit. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It was really good. Not just because I was in the room, and it was a good room. It was quick too. It was only like 30 minutes long. So all right, that's it. So that's the 7 ways you can repurpose your vertical video content, your shorts, to give you more bang for your buck, get more audiences, get more views on your channel, potentially convert more viewers into fans, into audience members, into community members, into people who are subscribers to your channel. It's worked for me doing all these different things, because I had really super, super slow growth. Because I was waiting for people to come to me, because a lot of times when I came on these YouTube Clubhouse streets, a lot of people were saying, "Let YouTube be YouTube. Let YouTube find your audience." And I was doing that, and YouTube was taking too long. So I decided, you know what? Let me go outside of YouTube and start sharing what I have to offer, the knowledge I have to offer, to people who might care about it, who would never come to YouTube. I'm gonna meet them where they're at. If they're on Pinterest, I'm gonna go to Pinterest and say, hey, I got the answer to this problem. If they're on Instagram, I'm gonna say, hey, Instagram, hey, I know you were working on this, you were thinking about this. Here you are. I know you're never gonna come on YouTube, but here's my video. Hey, Twitter folks, here's hashtags that you're watching this hashtag. Here's my information. Here's about whatever. So when I did that, I started growing, finally started growing, started getting more views on my channel, started getting more subs. It's a grind, but it's working for me. So that's why I wanted to do this room for you guys. It's one of our value added rooms. It's late night. So I figured let's do a late evening room. Thank you guys for sticking through. I hope that was helpful for you. If you enjoyed that video, I want to invite you to join the J Squad, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video. And and stay tuned, because there are other rooms. So if you're not a fan of Clubhouse, if you're not a deal with it, but you love the value that we offer on that platform, and you want to see it in this format in YouTube, you don't mind listening to it, but on YouTube, perfect. We're here there for each other. So join the J Squad, and I'll talk to you later. I'll keep it up. My next video might be about Pinterest marketing, but for now you'll get your YouTube growth strategies from me. And thanks for joining, and thanks for being a subscriber. And if you're not subscribed, okay, take care. Watch this video, continue the learning. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Oh, cue my outro music. Ba-dum, ba-dum.